Commitment separates dreamers from achievers. It's the dividing line between those who talk about what they want to do and those who actually do it. Dreamers imagine possibilities, achievers turn those possibilities into reality through unwavering dedication. Many people have vision, but few have commitment. Vision gives you direction, but commitment gives you motion. It's easy to dream big when everything feels inspiring, but the real test begins when the excitement fades and discipline must take over. Commitment is the anchor that holds you steady when distractions, delays, and disappointments try to pull you away from your purpose. Commitment is not an emotion, it's a decision. It's not based on how you feel, but on what you've resolved to do. The difference between success and failure often comes down to the ability to stay committed when results are invisible. Many quit too soon because they expect quick rewards, but commitment understands that true achievement takes time. It's the willingness to keep sowing even when you don't yet see the harvest. It's what makes you show up early, stay late, and keep pushing when others have stopped trying. When you are truly committed, excuses lose their power. You stop blaming circumstances, people, or timing because your focus shifts from what's against you to what's within you. Commitment activates creativity. It forces you to find a way when there seems to be none. It makes you resourceful, resilient, and relentless. A committed mind doesn't see obstacles as roadblocks but as stepping stones to mastery. Every challenge becomes a chance to prove your resolve. Dreamers often talk about passion, but passion without commitment is a spark without fire. Commitment is what sustains passion when the journey becomes tough. It keeps you grounded when success seems far away and humble when success finally arrives. When you commit to a goal, you align your thoughts, your time, and your habits to support that purpose. You start saying no to distractions, no to negativity, no to fear. You begin living with intentional focus, because every decision becomes filtered through the lens of your commitment. Those who achieve greatness are not necessarily the most talented, but they are the most consistent. They keep showing up, day after day, even when progress feels invisible. They understand that persistence compounds over time. They know that the process shapes them into the kind of person who can handle the promise. Commitment builds character. It refines discipline, sharpens focus, and strengthens faith. Commitment also demands accountability. It forces you to take ownership of your choices and outcomes. You can't hide behind luck or chance when you're committed. You become responsible for your own destiny. Every step, every effort, every decision contributes to the bigger picture you are building. That's why achievers don't just dream about success. They plan, prepare, and pursue it with all they have. Commitment is the bridge between intention and manifestation, between potential and purpose, between where you are and where you are meant to be. Partial effort produces partial results. You cannot expect a full harvest from a seed that was only half planted. Life does not reward half-hearted attempts, it honors those who give their complete devotion to what they pursue. Too many people live in the middle ground, doing just enough to get by but never enough to break through. They want success without sacrifice, growth without grind, and results without responsibility. But progress doesn't work that way. The universe mirrors your investment. Whatever you put in is what comes back multiplied. If your effort is inconsistent, your outcomes will be inconsistent too. Half effort keeps you stuck in cycles of frustration because you never truly see what could happen if you gave your all. You can't climb a mountain with one foot still on the ground. You can't live in your potential while holding on to your comfort zone. Partial effort is the language of indecision. It says, I want it, but I'm not sure if I'm ready to pay the price. Yet every great dream comes with a cost. Every purpose demands total engagement. Until you decide to go all in, you'll always live in the tension of almost. Almost successful. Almost fulfilled. Almost confident. Almost there. Giving your full effort is not just about working harder, it's about working with purpose. It's about being intentional with your energy, your time, and your focus. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it, performing with excellence even when no one is watching, and pushing past the temptation to quit when progress feels slow. Partial effort looks for motivation, total effort relies on discipline. It's the difference between dabbling and dedicating, between trying and committing. When you hold back, you block the flow of your own potential. Every time you hesitate to give your best, you send a signal to your mind that mediocrity is acceptable. That kind of mindset slowly weakens your belief in what's possible. But when you pour yourself completely into a task, you build confidence, strength, and momentum. You start proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. You begin to experience the satisfaction that comes from full engagement. Partial effort is also a form of fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. So instead of going all in, many people protect themselves by staying in the middle. They try just enough to avoid regret but not enough to risk real change. Yet the irony is that playing safe often leads to the very regret they were trying to escape. Because nothing is more painful than realizing you never gave yourself a real chance. Life responds to effort with multiplication. When you pour yourself fully into your work, relationships, and dreams, things begin to shift in your favor. Momentum builds. Opportunities recognize your commitment. The right people are drawn to your energy. The more you give, the more life gives back. Partial effort keeps doors closed, full effort opens them. Going all in requires faith beyond comfort. Faith is not just believing in what you can see, it's trusting in what you cannot yet touch. Many people want results, but they are unwilling to step into the unknown. They wait for circumstances to be perfect, for conditions to feel safe, for every detail to be guaranteed. But life does not operate in guarantees. Progress demands risk, and risk demands faith. Faith is the engine that propels you forward when logic tells you to stop. It's the quiet confidence that what you are pursuing is possible, even when the path is unclear. Faith beyond comfort is about choosing to act despite fear. It's the ability to move forward when the outcome is uncertain, when failure seems possible, and when the world doubts your potential. Comfort is a trap. It keeps you in familiar territory, in routines that feel safe but that never produce growth. True success requires leaving comfort behind and trusting that your steps will lead you where you need to go. Faith allows you to take those steps without seeing the entire staircase, believing that each step matters and that progress is being made even if results are delayed. When you commit fully, faith becomes your guide. It tells you to keep going when obstacles appear, to stay consistent when results are slow, and to remain hopeful when discouragement surrounds you. Going all in means relying not only on your own ability but on a higher principle, on the certainty that your purpose is bigger than your current circumstances. Faith strengthens your resolve, giving you the courage to endure hardships and the perseverance to overcome challenges. Without faith, effort can feel meaningless, but with faith, effort becomes a powerful force that aligns with destiny. Faith beyond comfort also requires patience. It is easy to act impulsively or give up too soon, but true faith waits with endurance. It understands that timing is not always in your control, but persistence is. Those who go all in do not abandon their mission because of temporary setbacks. They continue to move forward, confident that every difficulty is shaping them for what is ahead. Faith turns obstacles into opportunities and delays into lessons, because it trusts that everything happening is part of a larger plan. Moreover, going all in with faith means being willing to sacrifice immediate pleasure for long-term gain. Comfort often tempts us with short-term satisfaction, but faith teaches us to look beyond the now and embrace the process. It asks you to trust that your hard work, persistence, and courage will yield fruit in the future. Faith beyond comfort pushes you to rise above doubt, to ignore negativity, and to remain steadfast in your pursuit. It is the bridge between your current reality and the life you are meant to live, allowing you to take bold steps into uncharted territory. Faith beyond comfort transforms your mindset. It shifts your focus from what could go wrong to what is possible. It replaces hesitation with action, fear with courage, and uncertainty with hope. Those who embrace faith fully recognize that stepping out of comfort is not reckless, it is necessary for growth, for purpose, and for destiny. Faith allows you to see beyond limitations, to believe in your potential, and to trust that your commitment will yield results. Purpose demands sacrifice, not convenience. Many people misunderstand what it means to pursue their calling. They believe that if something is meant for them, it should come easily, without struggle, without challenge, without giving up comfort. But purpose is never convenient. Purpose asks for more than what is easy, it asks for more than what feels comfortable. It calls for sacrifice, discipline, and a willingness to prioritize what truly matters over temporary pleasures or distractions. Those who chase convenience will always find themselves settling for less than what they were created to achieve, while those who embrace sacrifice unlock the doors to fulfillment and impact. Sacrifice is not punishment, it is an investment. It is the conscious decision to give up something of lesser value for something of greater value. Every great achievement in life comes with a price, and that price is often time, energy, and comfort. Purpose requires us to say no to distractions that drain our focus and yes to commitments that grow our potential. It demands that we invest in ourselves, in our vision, and in the things that will yield long-term results, even when the short term feels uncomfortable or inconvenient. Convenience tempts us to postpone, to compromise, to settle, but sacrifice fuels progress, shaping character and building resilience. Those who pursue purpose understand that discomfort is part of the process. Challenges, setbacks, and opposition are not signs that you are on the wrong path, they are confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. Sacrifice strengthens perseverance. It teaches patience, humility, and discipline. Every time you choose purpose over ease, you are reinforcing your commitment to your vision. You are proving to yourself that your dreams are worth effort, that your goals are worth discipline, and that your life is meant for more than mere comfort. Purpose also requires focus. Sacrifice means prioritizing the essential over the trivial, dedicating your energy to the things that truly matter, and avoiding the temptation of immediate gratification. When you go all in on your purpose, you begin to see the world differently. Opportunities and resources appear that align with your commitment. Doors open, connections are made, and momentum builds, but only when you have shown that you are willing to pay the price. Convenience will never bring that kind of alignment, because it is fleeting and self-centered, while sacrifice is intentional and results-oriented. Living with purpose demands courage. It requires facing fear, uncertainty, and the unknown. It asks that you step out of your comfort zone, challenge your limits, and push beyond what you think is possible. Every act of sacrifice moves you closer to the fulfillment of your calling, shaping you into the person who can handle the responsibilities and blessings that come with it. Convenience may feel safe, but it leads to mediocrity. Sacrifice may feel hard, but it leads to greatness. Purpose asks for unwavering commitment, a willingness to endure difficulty, and a heart that is willing to give more than it receives in the moment. Sacrifice is the proof of dedication, the evidence that you are serious about your calling, and the bridge that takes you from dreaming to doing, from wishing to achieving, from potential to legacy. Obstacles test your dedication, not your destiny. Life will always present challenges, difficulties, and unexpected turns, but these moments are not meant to stop you, they are meant to shape you. Many people see obstacles as signs to quit or as confirmation that they are not capable. Yet the truth is that obstacles are not the enemy, they are the proving ground for commitment, the measure of your resilience, and the opportunity to grow stronger. Your response to challenges determines the trajectory of your journey far more than the challenges themselves. Obstacles reveal your level of determination. They test whether you are willing to keep moving forward when the path becomes difficult, when results are delayed, or when others doubt your abilities. Every challenge is an invitation to prove to yourself that your purpose is greater than your fear. Those who succeed are not necessarily those who face fewer obstacles, but those who refuse to allow obstacles to define them. They see each difficulty as temporary and surmountable, and they focus on solutions rather than complaints. Dedication is strengthened in the midst of adversity. When you encounter resistance, it forces you to dig deeper, work harder, and think smarter. It stretches your capabilities and expands your confidence. Challenges push you out of your comfort zone and reveal strengths you didn't know you had. Each obstacle overcome becomes a building block for your character and a testament to your perseverance. The more obstacles you face with determination, the more unstoppable you become. Obstacles also provide clarity about your purpose. They show you what is truly important and where your priorities lie. When the journey becomes difficult, you are forced to make decisions about what matters most and what you are willing to fight for. This process refines your focus, aligns your actions with your vision, and strengthens your commitment to achieving your goals. The difficulties you face are not random. They are often stepping stones toward the very destiny you are meant to fulfill. Those who let obstacles defeat them often miss the lessons embedded in the struggle. They interpret temporary setbacks as permanent failures and give up too soon. But those who persevere understand that success is not measured by ease, but by endurance. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. Every obstacle becomes a teacher, revealing strategies, insights, and perspectives that would not have been discovered otherwise. Faith and persistence are essential when facing obstacles. Dedication requires trusting that your efforts, no matter how challenging the circumstances, are moving you closer to your purpose. It means refusing to surrender to frustration, disappointment, or fear. Obstacles may slow your progress, but they cannot stop the determined heart. By meeting challenges with courage and consistency, you demonstrate that your destiny is bigger than any single setback, and that your commitment will carry you through even the most difficult seasons. Obstacles test more than just skill or talent. They test attitude, resilience, and belief in oneself. They separate those who merely dream from those who do. The path to greatness is rarely smooth, but every obstacle faced with dedication strengthens the foundation for lasting success. Challenges are not signs to quit. They are invitations to rise, to persevere, and to prove that nothing external can derail the purpose that burns within you. True fulfillment comes only when you give your all. Many people search for happiness, contentment, or success without ever understanding that these things are the result of wholehearted effort. Life does not reward half-hearted attempts or lukewarm commitment. You cannot expect to experience the fullness of your potential if you hold back, if you play it safe, or if you settle for mediocrity. Fulfillment is not found in comfort or convenience. It is found in the pursuit of purpose, in the dedication to growth, and in the courage to give everything you have to the vision that calls you. Giving your all requires clarity of purpose. When you know why you are here, when you understand the mission that has been placed on your life, giving less than your best is no longer an option. True fulfillment is born from alignment, aligning your passion, your talents, your time, and your resources toward the goal that matters most. Without alignment, effort is scattered, energy is wasted, and satisfaction is fleeting. Giving your all ensures that every action, every decision, and every sacrifice contributes to something meaningful, something that resonates deeply with your heart and soul. Fulfillment also requires courage. It demands the bravery to step beyond fear, doubt, and uncertainty. To give your all is to risk failure, rejection, and disappointment, but it is also to open yourself to growth, learning, and the possibility of extraordinary achievement. Those who hold back may avoid temporary pain, but they also miss the lasting rewards that come from wholehearted pursuit. Giving your all is a declaration that your life has value, that your dreams are worth fighting for, and that you are committed to living without regret. Giving your all fosters discipline and resilience. Life will always present challenges, obstacles, and moments of discouragement, but when you are fully committed, these difficulties become part of the process rather than reasons to quit. Fulfillment is not about avoiding hardship. It is about engaging with life fully, embracing the struggles, and continuing to move forward despite them. Every effort invested, every challenge faced, and every setback overcome builds strength, wisdom, and character. Fulfillment grows not in the absence of struggle, but in the determination to persist through it. True fulfillment is also relational. Giving your all extends beyond personal ambition, it affects those around you. The effort, energy, and dedication you put into your purpose ripple outward, inspiring, encouraging, and uplifting others. Fulfillment comes not only from achieving your own goals but from making a positive impact on the world. When you give your all, you create a legacy that transcends your own life, touching hearts and changing circumstances for the better. Giving your all requires focus. It means saying no to distractions, saying no to excuses, and saying yes to what truly matters. It means living intentionally, making conscious choices, and prioritizing the actions that lead to growth and achievement. Fulfillment cannot be achieved accidentally, it is the result of deliberate, wholehearted commitment. It demands consistency, perseverance, and an unwavering belief in the value of your purpose. To give your all is to honor your potential, to embrace your calling, and to live with integrity. It is the pathway to experiencing life at its fullest, to achieving goals that matter, and to leaving a mark that endures. Fulfillment is the reward of dedication, the fruit of persistence, and the evidence of a life lived without reservation.